Hi, I'm Diane Summers, Treasurer of the American Rose Society. Thanks for spending some time with me today as I share with you some of my thoughts regarding the future of our organization and the reasons behind my decision to run for Vice President of the American Rose Society. Like many of you, I have a passion for roses, and I believe that we need new and innovative ideas in order to make sure that we reach financial stability and are able to meet the needs of our members, our local rose societies, and are able to attract new members. I also believe that we need strong leadership in order to take those ideas and make them a reality. Let's talk a little bit about where I think we need to focus. First of all, financial stability. As treasurer and as chair of the finance committee for the past 6 years, I believe that I have a unique perspective on what it takes to run our organization, build a budget, live within that budget, and not rely on bank loans. We've made some good progress here, but there's a lot more that we need to do. As we start to introduce change into our organization, and I do believe we need change, we'll also need to make sure that we're very disciplined in order to retain the financial stability that we have today and be able to achieve more success on that front. Let's talk more about change. In the past decade, we've lost a material number of our members, and in fact, in the past 6 years, over 40% of our membership has fallen away. We currently stand at about 9,000 members. About 30% of our members don't renew every single year. Now, there are many that would like to blame the internet for that, and there are some that would say it's our due structure. But quite frankly, what we haven't done is continue to meet the needs of our organization, of our membership. We continue to work and operate in the same fashion, and our members are changing. Our local rose societies are changing. Just like any company that continues to reinvent themselves in order to be successful, so must the American Rose Society. We have not gone down that path yet, and we certainly need to. And once we come up with those ideas, we need to make them happen. We need to make them real. Back in 2010, the board approved a new strategic plan for the American Rose Society. Since then, that plan has basically sat on the shelf. There are times when there's things that we could do, or that we do, that we could point to and say, yes, that was in our strategic plan. But the board has not stepped back and said, here are the key initiatives of the plan, and these are the things that I'm going to do to make sure that we achieve the big picture of that strategic plan. Again, anybody can create ideas. It's another thing to follow them through in a very disciplined approach, make sure that they happen, and track the success of them along the way. There's been some new thoughts about perhaps reducing our due structure as much as even 50%. While that might sound great, who could be against reducing our dues? Let's not forget that we would have to raise our membership, we'd have to double it from 9 to 18,000 just in order to reach parity with where we are today. And then what are we going to do when, again, those members don't renew? Reducing the dues is a short-term solution. It's not focused on meeting the needs of our organization. That's where we need to step back to. And as we talk about change and we talk about the board, let's talk a little bit about board governance. What does board governance really mean? It means making sure that the board is focused on the right things in order to run our organization. Today, the board spends a lot of time on the hobby side of our organization, and we have tremendous committees, great supporters, people that work very diligently on those committees to come up with valid reasons for changes and ensure the success of the ongoing committee and the areas that they are supporting. There's no need for the board to get in the way with those things. The board needs to be focused on the business end of running our organization, and that's going to require some change. In the end, I believe that our board will be having much more personal satisfaction from that, but again, it's something that's going to take a while for us to transition to. And as we talk about transition, one of the things that we need to really focus on is our partners. Our biggest partner, of course, are our local Rose Societies. We need to do everything that we can to make sure that they are successful. Our members are partners of ours. Vendors are partners of ours. Hybridizers are partners of ours. When we were developing our strategic plan back in the 2009-2010 timeframe, I had actually gone so far as to suggest that some additional board members be added that were from the industry, that really that weren't district directors or regional directors. I think that might be an interesting proposal to think about again. We need to have that perspective as we work with the board and try to bring change into our organization. I'm pleased to say that in the next 3-year term, as Jolene Adams is coming in as president, that she has asked me to chair the strategic planning committee for the organization. I think that that's going to help Jolene and I have 6 years of continuous, strong, disciplined leadership, moving this organization forward to a place we've never been before. I hope you'll join us in that effort. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I hope this has helped you to understand a little bit more about who I am and why I am running for vice president. And please remember to vote. Your vote is going to make a difference for the future of our organization. Thank you so much. I think it's time for me to get out in the garden. Have a great day.